Let's face it, you suck at dieting. And losing weight? Well, that sucks too. Giving up isn't an option because you'd rather be thin. You're now listening to the Rather Be Thin podcast with your vocal sensation, an unfiltered, anti-fat acceptance warrior, a serial dieter and food addict herself, your host, Tasia.
Hey, you're now listening to episode number 9 of the Rather Be Thin podcast. I'm Tasia, and it's nice to meet you. Now, before we can even start this episode, I need to make sure you're in the right place. If you're a woman in your 30s or above, and you try to stay on your diet for at least 100 times, 100 times this week alone, then you landed on the right podcast. So let's jump right in to this episode of the Rather Be Thin podcast. So basically, I was really contemplating the calories I was eating for the last few weeks. And a few episodes ago, I was talking about how I needed to do a detox, that enough was enough. My body wasn't feeling good. I just had to take a break. I was eating too much food. I just had to reset my body. And for the last few weeks, I've been on a diet. And this diet, I'm telling you, this diet has gotten, it got me so crazy. Quick disclaimer. This podcast is purely based on opinions and experiences. Please consult your own physician, as none of the suggestions, information, and topics discussed are intended to replace actual medical advice. We encourage you to do your own research. The Rather Be Thin podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The only thing I could think about is food. And I'm trying to figure out, is it because of the calories that I'm eating? Is my calorie intake too low? The reason why I say this is because I've been in a plateau for so long, for about 4 to 5 weeks now. I have been losing the same 1 to 2 pounds every week for the last 4 to 5 weeks. And it got me thinking. I'm like, I've been saying that counting calories is so important. And for you to lose weight, you or I to lose weight, we have to know where our calories stand. We eat too much, we gain weight. That's a no-brainer. But if we eat too little, does that cause a plateau? Now, I've read around, and basically when people say that when you're in a plateau, just eat higher calories. The thing about being a food addict is, if you allow yourself to have certain cheat meals or a cheat food, it might spiral into a binge. And that's what I was afraid of. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is how much calories is too much calories? Because I want to start eating more, but I am afraid because I don't want to turn it into a binge. I remember this, I don't know, I'm just thinking about it right now. I'm thinking about when I went to the market and I was checking out and I bought this new skinny noodle. It's like the shirataki, I think I'm saying it right. The noodles that has like that seaweed stuff in it, I guess. I forgot what the ingredients were, but it has like 0 calories. So I'm at the register ringing out and this lady said to me, "Oh, are these good?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I haven't tried them yet. But if they are, then, I'll come back and let you know." She's like, yeah. Let me know because right now I'm doing the HGH diet. Now, I heard about this diet before. I researched it because when you're trying to lose weight, you get desperate and you look for every single diet underneath the sun to see which one you can do and lose the weight the fastest. So I researched the HGH. Oh my God. So I researched the HGH in the past, and you have to take some sort of a shot or they give you some liquid. It's been a while, but I think they give you a shot and then you have to eat 500 calories a day to be on this diet. And just thinking about the calories there, wouldn't that put you in a plateau eating 500 calories a day? Now I'm over here thinking, am I eating too low of calories? But this lady at the register is telling me that she did it before and she lost all her weight, but then she gained it all back. And that had me thinking, I'm like, okay, so if you did so well, but you are eating 500 calories, so it does make sense that you gained the weight back, because is that really sustainable to do? But just thinking about the calories, I mean, calories can make you get to your goal weight pretty quickly if you know how to calculate and get to where you need to be, because, of course, you can just eat less food, or you can just exercise more, or you can do a combination of both. And doing so should, theoretically, get you to your goal weight. The less calories you're consuming and the more you're burning, you should be dropping weight like crazy. But it just doesn't make any sense to me, because I feel as though I ate enough to lose at least 2 to 3 pounds a week. I incorporated walking. I made sure that I ate a good amount of carbs and ate the good carbs, good and bad carbs. Oh my goodness. I need to talk about that in another episode. I ate the good carbs. I kept my calories low, and I should have been dropping. I haven't even cheated. I was dedicated, and it takes serious motivation, brain power to stick to a diet for a very long time. And I'm at the point now that I'm like, man, I just want to give up. I just want to go and just grab a juicy burger, go grab some freaking burritos, some chimichangas. I love me some chimichangas now. Just grab a whole bunch of food that I've wanted for this whole duration of this suffering I've been through in this whole diet journey, and just let loose. Just let it all hang out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you guys feel about this, but like when you've done so well and then you see the scale, you see that your clothes are not even getting looser. My clothes are not even getting looser. I'm thinking that, yeah, I'm losing inches. No, I'm not losing any inches. I'm just the same weight. And that's frustrating. Doing everything right and no results. And don't get me wrong, calories are very important. They're very important. They're a good data set. They're a good tool to use to just make sure that you're on the right track. And I get it. People are different ages, different sizes. It's not the same for everyone. But when you figure out what you need to do to lose the weight and you see that you're not losing the weight, it's like, what is wrong? What is happening here? I'm sorry that I'm all over the place, but it's like, I guess I'm just spewing out my thoughts today, you know? Because it makes me wonder, why does calories have to exist in the first place? I mean, I get it. Calories are a scientific tool that is not just used for the human body, but it's used for the outside world. I didn't even know that gasoline had calories. Like that was crazy to me when I was researching about calories. There's like a variable that's missing that we can't account for. And that's why when we do our calculations for calories and we expect to lose 2 to 3 pounds a week and we only lose 0.5, like what is the hidden variable that's stopping us from losing the weight that we need to lose, because we're working so hard to get to the goals that we want to get to, but there is just a missing factor there that I just wish I could find and tell all of you so we can all just lose weight and be happy together and just get there. Just get there and no, like there's no set formula. Like I said, I am down with counting calories. It's a good tool. Just like the scale is a good tool. Just like if you're counting your carbs and you need to make sure that your insulin levels are good, or you're trying to balance out your blood sugars, counting carbs is a good tool too. And I don't see counting calories as a diet. I don't think it's a diet. I feel that it's great for helping you put together a food plan, a meal plan. Help structure out what you need to do throughout the week. Like, for example, if you need 1,500 calories a day to lose weight, and if you figure that out, 15,000 times 7, I can't do it on top of my head right now. But if you figure that out and you find out the end number that you need each week, then that's a good data set, because it's just a number that you can have physically in your mind so you know where you're going, where you're heading. It's a good data set point. And I don't think that calorie counting is a diet. I just don't see it as a diet. I see Jenny Craig as a diet. I see keto as a diet because it's a set structure, a set program that was designed for a whole bunch of people to follow. I really feel that making your own diet is the best diet because you know exactly what you want to eat throughout the day. So you don't go crazy and want to go and bite off all the gummy bear heads and leave the rest of the bodies, and your whole family is like, what happened? You're just trying to show a little aggression to the gummy bear while at the same time being able to get that sugar fix. I don't know. I'm not saying that I did that before, okay? I'm just I'm just saying that when you're at your wit's end and you tried everything, you're trying to stay on track, it's like just sometimes you just want to let loose and I'll just start again tomorrow. But as a food addict, I know that's a bad idea. So what I'm trying to get at here, what am I trying to put together here? I'm just trying to say that counting calories makes me angry. I wish that I could just eat whatever I want and lose the weight flawlessly. How about you? How are you feeling about this? Because it's like, I just wish that it was just easier. I wish the formula was so straightforward. I just wish that if 15,000 calories minus whatever calories, I lose 2 to 3 pounds a week. And it happens consistently. But just convincing my brain that I shouldn't get frustrated when things don't work out my way, that's hard. That's hard to do. Calories are important. And I say that all the time. Calories are important, but they're not at the same time. And I know I'm contradicting myself because, like, the numbers that are given, so say that you're using a calorie calculator online. For my height and weight, I don't believe that I need that many calories. I think I need way less than that to maintain my weight. If I ate that much that they told me to eat, I know I would gain weight. So I can see why people say that you shouldn't focus on the calories. I'll give them that. Hey, I'm not an expert, but I'm just saying that in my own experience, calories sometimes work for me and sometimes it doesn't. It works against me. But when you add in the hormonal structure, the hormonal systems of the body, when you add in the exercising, how hardcore are you going? Can you really track your exercise? Because it goes by, are you doing it light? Are you doing it moderate? Are you heavy doing it? It's too many variables. It's like, it's just good to have it as one of the tools that, just like the scale, it's not going to be 100% flawless. It's going to have its quirks. We just got to be able to know that we can count calories, but know that it's not 100% accurate. But it's something. We need something to base our weight loss journeys on. Because, for example, all right, I know I'm ranting, all right? I'm sorry. But intuitive eating, I got to get on this because I've been thinking about this. And I'm like, intuitive eating, as a food addict, we intuitive eat when we're binging. We're intuitively eating when we're getting that piece of cake that we've been so longing for because we're honoring our bodies, right? It's like, it's twisted with a food addict. It's just so twisted. Intuitive eating doesn't make any sense to me. I would love to be able to eat something, take a bite, and be like, I'm full, I'm good. I don't need any more because my body says that when I have that one bite, I'm good to go for the next month. I can't do that. I don't know how to make intuitive eating work. To be honest with you, intuitive eating is what got me here in the first place to need to lose all this weight. I honored my body a little too much. I should have slowed it down, pumped the brakes, and thought about it. But no, I just had to keep going and indulge and honor my body in the process. But, I mean, I'm in this place now that I just wish that I had more control over food. Yeah, been on a diet for a few weeks now, so I technically have control, but I'm hanging on by a very thin thread. Like, I feel like I am going to explode. And when I do, it's not going to be pretty and no one's going to want to be around me when it happens. So anyone that knows me that's listening to this, please, you have been warned, okay? You have been warned. Should calories matter? Yeah, it should still matter. You should still know how many calories are in a handful of nuts because it's too easy to overeat on some nuts, pistachios, pecans, peanuts. peanuts is not really a nut, it's a legume, but we're not gonna, peanuts can be part of that family. But it's too easy to just go over. But at the same time, I'm sorry guys, at the same time, it's like when you give yourself such a small window with calories, you do feel more restricted and you do feel like, what can I eat? So it's like so much pressure. It's so much pressure to stay on track. I just wish it was so much easier. I just wish there was something that I can say to you guys, that something I can say to myself to know that I can get to goal without having to worry about calories, without having to worry about these how many carbs. These are only the good carbs I can have. These are only the bad carbs. Stay away from those. Or here's the good calories. Stay away from those bad calories. You don't want none of those. Oh, another thing. Okay? Another thing that gets me angry. It's like if all those bad calories, all those bad carbs are in the supermarket and they take up the whole store and we're only allowed to shop on the outside perimeter, why? Why is those foods in there? Tell me, why are those foods in there if they're so bad for us? Why even tempt us? Why even tempt a food addict? Why a normal person that can handle it? Why even tempt us if those foods are bad foods? Those foods should be regulated, all right? Or they should be made illegal because that's not right. Why do I need the willpower to not have it when you're shoving that in my face 24/7? Commercials. Every single corner, there's a donut place, there's a supermarket. It's like, how can you run away from it? There's calories galore, calories for the taking. But don't go down that aisle. It's there for decoration, right? That food's there for decoration. Okay, all right. That's another thing. It wouldn't be so hard to lose weight if they didn't have those temptations all the time. Why do I have to be tested to want to be thin? Why? Why do I have to go through that? If it's not for us, if it's not healthy for consumption, why even offer it? Like seriously, if you can keep alcohol in liquor stores, if you can keep the cigarettes locked behind the cabinets at different stores, then those foods should be locked up. Those foods should be in their own separate store. Because that's not fair to people like us trying to get our goal, try to get to our goal, and you're just flashing it in front of us and say, haha, it's right here. You know you want those Oreos. You know you want those Twizzlers. Oh, there's the bakery section. You have to go through the veggies and still see the bakery there. Now that ain't right. That ain't right at all. That's not right. That is not right. Because you're slowly making people, not you guys, they are. They're slowly making people like us fall into the trap of becoming super addicted to those foods. And we can't stop. And even if we want to stop, they're always in front of us. They're always being presented to us. Now, how do you stop that? And calories? Oh, man. Those foods are so calorie dense. Who wants to eat broccoli and Oreos just to balance out the amount of volume of food we can eat? You get what I'm saying? It's like they know these highly palatable foods are so delicious that I will pick, oh my goodness, birthday cake Oreos. Come on. I don't know if you guys ever tried that, but those things are fire. They are so good. And if you put them in vanilla ice cream, come on now. Get some whipped cream. Ooh, and a banana. That's a good calories, right? Nope. Bad calories because there's too many carbs. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's too much, what do you call it? It's too much good cop, bad cop type of thing. It's like, it's good for you, but it's not good for you. So what do I eat? What should I eat? Lettuce is bad for me too, because sometimes that comes with, how do you get salmonella on lettuce and on spinach? How do you do that? How do you mix that up? Are you slaughtering freaking animals next to the spinach? Are the animals eating that spinach while you, like, what is going on? And tell me why. Tell me why good foods, good calories are so much more expensive than bad foods, bad calories, bad carbs. Like, why? If you want people to be so healthy. Why do you make the good foods more expensive? It makes no sense to me. And then we have all these experts over here saying, oh, Americans, they're so fat in these days and they need to learn how to eat healthier. But then make healthier foods affordable. How about that? Like, seriously, are they stupid? Or are they purposely doing this to sabotage us because doctors make more money? I'm not saying that I'm against doctors, but all these people make more money. Diet companies make more money. Of course, food's going to make more money. And then pharmacies are going to make more money because we're getting sick for their profit. They want us to be this way so they can make more money. Of course, we're going to go and buy a second and third and fourth bag of Oreos, Doritos, Funyuns. I love me some Funyuns. Of course, I'm going to go back and buy more. Because why? It's cheaper than a bag of apples. It's more fast. It's more convenient. It's more palatable. It's more enjoyable. It makes life happier for me. What about you guys? I've been ranting up a storm. I don't know. I don't really have any lessons to teach you guys today. No tips, no anything. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to just rant. Dieting is more complex than it needs to be. It shouldn't have to be this hard. I mean, the body's going to do what it wants to do. It can. I can't control it. It's going to do whatever. I would do my best to keep on track. Even though this diet is killing me, I will do my best to stay on track because I do want to get to goal. I do think about sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, I do think sometimes that maybe it's not so bad to join the fat acceptance movement. I know. But I just want to be able to eat all the foods I want. I want it to be easier. I don't want to think about, I got to write this down. I got to put this in my app. I got to make sure that this equals out to the, if I eat too much, I have to go walk an extra this many minutes. And it's just it's so frustrating. It's just too much to worry about. It's too much to incorporate. But anything worth having, we got to work at it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for all of us. But if we take our time and just have more patience with ourselves, me too, I need more patience. If we just have more patience with ourselves, then this journey will be well worth it. It will be worth it at the end. I know I am saying this stuff to you guys, and my brain is like, shut up. You know that's not true. You know you're going to mess up. Just shut up and go eat something right now. I get it. I get it. But we have to tell ourselves, until our brain believes it, that we deserve to be in healthy bodies. We deserve to have foods that nourish our bodies and our minds. We deserve to live a long, healthy, happy life. And these moments, like the one I just demonstrated to you right now, are moments that we all have while on a diet, trying to figure out our way, trying to understand why we are doing what we're doing. And the whole purpose is to reach our goals and see that we can do this. This is something that we can do. Many people have done it. It can be done. We got this. We got this, you guys. I'm telling you, I know it's hard right now. It's hard for me. It's hard for you. It's so hard. But I know that if we stick to it, if we stick to this, and we stick to our calorie goals, carb goals, exercise goals, whatever goals you have, we will get to our ultimate weight loss journey goals. And I'm done. Rant over. Now, if you haven't already, check out last week's episode. You might learn something. Be sure to subscribe and rate this show. I'd appreciate your support. Also, check out the show notes for even more information. and tune in to the next episode of the Rather Be Thin podcast. Thank you for listening. Good luck to you. Hear me out again next time. I'm your host, Tasia. Bye.